That's pretty cool. Got some people taking their dog out on a sled. Yeah, so we're at sort of like a little nature park area called the Burnt Lands. Not really here for the park. There's actually some abandoned military, I guess you'd call it building, infrastructure, whatever you want to call it. It's an old communications tower. I'm going to go check that out. Just going to go for a little walk here, see if we can find it. Just thought I'd show you the signs for the area. You can kind of pause it and read the info. It's called the Burnt Lands. I think it's kind of interesting. Yeah, we'll go see if we can find this old military infrastructure. I was here like 50 years ago, maybe, roughly, give or take. Maybe not even 50 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. I would be arrested because this land was not parkland. It was actually military land. It was Department of National Defense property. And on this property, there was located a communication tower that was for the Diefenbunker, which is now a museum, but when it was in operation was a Cold War museum, or Cold War bunker for the government of Canada in case of a nuclear attack. So the capital of Ontario is not far from here, and there was a threat of government attack. The political party at the time, or the government people, would all go there, seek shelter. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking around, guys. I've never been here before. Pretty flat open fields. I can actually see the building from here. But yeah, this building was like a communication building, or like I think there was a tower attached to it, which is no longer standing. But it was located away from the bunker, so if there was a kind of a strike on the infrastructure, it wouldn't affect the bunker. It kind of had a couple of them, and they were kind of located away from the bunker to protect them from attack, or to eliminate all of their communications from getting destroyed. And that bunker was part of the other bunker. I don't know if anybody that follows my channel, I went and explored another bunker that was sealed in a field that my grandfather had worked on, and that was all part of the Canada's Cold War defense. Sorry, I'm just kind of watching where I'm walking here. They were all interlinked. And yeah, so I'm gonna go check this out. Sorry, I'm a little tired, guys. I'm not probably narrating the greatest. It's been a little while since I've done this too, so. I don't know much about this location. Like I said, all I know is it was a tower, and it was like a communications building that was kind of related to the bunker in Carp, Ontario, which is the Diefenbunker. It's now a museum. Very well known location, so I don't mind openly talking about it. It's not like it's, private or unknown kind of thing. It's actually a museum now. You can go there and pay and go on tours and stuff. So if you're ever in Canada, I highly recommend it. I've done it. I haven't done it for the channel, but I've done it personally. Me and my wife went there and went down in it. It's pretty deep. This is the old road that would have taken you into the the building. And yeah, like I said, this was in operation, if I had to guess, up until the early 90s. That's kind of when everything was shut down. I know the bunker that I explored that was sealed off, that's around the time it was closed. Everything was kind of shut down around the 90s, just after the end of the Cold War, when tensions kind of eased off. All this infrastructure was kind of shut down because there was no longer seen as a need for it, which is kind of ironic with the things that are going on nowadays. We have lots of conflicts, and Russia has a conflict ongoing, and yeah, they might have should have kept some of that stuff operational. But anyways, it is what it is. So looks like we're coming up to the old gate. These people in front of me are probably wondering why I'm talking to myself. Probably thinking, who's this crazy guy walking with a camera? Yeah, this looks like it would have been the gate into the building. Very similar to the bunker. I went and explored the style of the fence, just a kind of a standard barbed wire fence. Nothing overly crazy looking kind of thing. But I know these installations had like a fire break around them, so that's kind of what you're seeing here. There would have been like a fire break around the property just to prevent any forest fires or anything damaging the infrastructure. Yeah, you can see this is a little more solid gate than just your average farm gate, because this is at, like, you know, part of the military infrastructure. The military actually put this in. Amazed that it's still here, that somebody didn't steal it to use it for something. So this land was all donated after the military shut everything down. This land was all donated into what's called the National Capital Commission, or the NCC. It's like the sort of like Parks Canada. They run all the properties around Ottawa, Canada's capital. Any of the old, I guess you'd say, like recreational properties, parks, etc., that kind of thing. They manage all that stuff. So this is part of their property now. It's like a nature trail for people. And you can see the building there pretty good. It's not a big building. I don't know what's left. We're gonna find out. Looks like I can see some cement footings over there. So there might have been more than just one tower here. There might have been maybe a grouping of towers. I can see some cement pads way over there. Not sure. I'm thinking those are footings for the towers, maybe. If you look, I can kind of center one there. There's one there, and then one there. Like I said, very similar to the bunker I explored. There was a lot of cement footings around it for the towers located. I can see some more over here. But these towers are all removed, obviously, to prevent people from climbing them, and maybe use them somewhere for something, or just scrap them. Hard to say. I'm not sure. about -5 right now, -4. So I'm kind of happy with my stuff. My camera equipment's working. Yeah, you can see the structure there. Hopefully we can access it. When I researched this, the people who had previously been here were able to go inside it. But I'm not sure right now if it's still open or not. Yeah, there's all kinds of cement footings around here. You can see them. Where the towers would have been. And I should mention, I don't believe this building was manned, so there wasn't like anybody in it on a constant. It was more automated or autonomous. Like they would just come check on it every so often, make sure everything was running. I think they patrolled it, just kind of make sure nobody was coming in here. But it wasn't like there was people here operating it 24/7 or anything. See, there's a couple of cement footings over here amongst the juniper bushes. Like I said, this was built for the Cold War, and if you guys are interested, I do have another video on my channel, the bunker explored in the summertime, and it was directly connected to this. They were all interlinked. This is like a communication towers. I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, it looks like we might be able to get into it. Built pretty solid. Surprised there isn't more graffiti on it. There's been a little bit, but yeah, it looks like there is access to it. Like I said, it's not a big property or big building. I'll still check it out. Oh wow, cool. I like that already. It's got like the old, that's really neat. It's got like the old locking bars for the doors, crossbars. That's pretty cool. They don't turn anymore though. Oh, this one kind of turns. That's pretty cool. So that's how they would lock the door. Those, the old no smoking symbol. Will this open? No, it is. Oh yeah, they actually welded it shut. Crazy. It looks like it was kind of half open, and then they just welded it shut to keep it shut. What do I got in here? Can we get in here? No. Dang. No access this way. Looks like it was just like a, might have been just conduit or something in here. And a little louver vent there for it. Yeah. Huh. Oh, that's a little depressing. They welded it shut. Yeah, well, we'll check out what we can. Side here. A little bit of graffiti, but yeah, it's sealed, no access. Let's see if I can give you guys a little. Here, I'll turn my light on while I look in here. There's not much to see, but I will turn my light on. Come on, light. There we go. Oh, well, it's going to illuminate it. I don't think I'm going to get my big light going because it'll be overkill. Yeah. If I was more in shape, I might be able to crawl over that wall and get in, but fortunately at 46 years old, I'm not going to be doing that. Turn the light off. There we go, guys. Yeah. Huh. Well, that's too bad. They've welded it. That's right, to put the gloves on, guys. A little shaky. We'll take a little walk around here and see if we see anything interesting. Definitely could tell they had a lot of like the computers and stuff or whatever they had. The hardware inside was definitely running hot for that size of a exhaust. I don't know exactly what kind of computers would have been in it. I don't know much about that. Yeah. Looks like it was fairly, it's a little bigger here in the back than I thought it would be. I don't know what would have been mounted there. On this side. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Shame though it's not open anymore. So we took this side off. Took the ductwork off this side. Huh. Don't see any dates in the concrete or anything. Yeah, it's too out of a shame that they welded it. Yeah. Would have been cool to see the inside. That's still pretty neat though. Not every day you see something like that. But that's the way it goes at these places. You're not always sure if you're going to get in, explore them. Yeah, I don't see any dates in the concrete or anything. I don't think the military would bother doing that. They're pretty austere when they build stuff. Yeah, pretty neat though. Kind of our history. They actually do classify this as a Canadian Forces base, so when you look it up, it's actually classified as CFS, Canadian Forces Station. So it's actually was actually classified that, even though it was just a small little structure. Pretty interesting. Again, I apologize I can't get inside of it. I would have liked to show you more. On the same note, I get it. Probably had to seal it because I didn't want people going in there and lighting fires and doing stuff. Yeah. Pretty wild how that tree grew up. I can guarantee that wasn't there when it was in operation. 30 years of tree growth. I said it probably closed down in the 90s. We'll take a look around. I don't know if I'm going to see much else. See if we can go over some of these footings. Probably not much to them, but just to say we looked at one, we'll go over and look at one. No sense coming all this way not to check one out. This Some deer tracks, lots of wildlife here. Again, apology guys, there's not much to this video, it's just only exterior shots. I can't get inside, but still pretty neat. You see some other cement pads over there. We'll go check them out and see if there's anything left to really see. Yeah. One of the footings for the towers over here. Tree on top of it. Yeah, looks like they were just kind of bolted. I'm surprised they bothered to take the time to put the nuts back on the bolts. They just didn't cut it with a torch. But they actually took the time to put the bolts back on. Maybe they had an idea of coming back and reusing this at some point in time for something else, maybe. There's another one over here. It's kind of flatter and a little different looking. We'll go check it out. Okay, have a nice sunset. Here. There it is there. So there's lots of deer tracks. Now we'll go check. There's two of them here close together. We'll check them both out. Again, I apologize, guys. I know, when you watch these videos, you kind of like to see some pretty interesting stuff. You know, it's sometimes hard to. It's not always going to be a smash hit when I go to these places. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't work out, or there's not much left to see. But I'll try to document as best I can. But yeah, it looks like, I don't know if that was like a paint or not sure what that was. Again, I'm kind of surprised the bolts are still there, the nuts on the bolts. Like usually they just cut that right off when I take these down. See, there's one over there. And then this might have been a bigger mast over here. Those could have been anchors too, I'm not sure. They could have been just anchors for this main tower, I'm not sure. Or it was smaller towers. I think there was multiple towers, so I think there was more than one tower here, so yeah, you can see they said they cut that one off with a torch. This would have been a little bigger tower. See if there's anything to see. No, not much to see. Nothing really. There's actually nothing mounted to that pad, so that could have been an actual, just a support for maybe the main tower that was over here on the building. I have seen pictures of this online. I'll see if I can dig them up again. If I don't have them in the video, it just means I didn't have the rights to post them, or if I couldn't find them again. But the videos I did see, there was, I think, 2 or 3 large towers with some smaller ones, and then a bunch of mooring masts kind of thing, pedestals for other towers. So yeah. The only other interesting information I have on this location, it's kind of located near it, there was a UFO event that occurred near this location, and it was featured on Unsolved Mysteries. It's there's a little documentary about it on the CBC. I'll maybe try to include some info in the description about it. Some people witnessed some strange lights in the sky, and somebody apparently videoed a craft that had landed with a bunch of flashing lights. There was apparently some military involvement, but I don't have any real concrete information on it, just from what I've seen on documentaries and stuff. I'm just getting it secondhand. But it was actually featured in Unsolved Mysteries, and there was like some footage of it. People said at the time it was just a helicopter that somebody had filmed that had to make an emergency landing. Some people say it was a UFO. I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge of that if you find it. I'll try to find the documentary, and I'll put the descriptions in the link, or put it in the description, the links for the documentaries that talk about it, and you guys can make your judgments on it. But yeah, that happened near here. So like I said, a bunch of people seen lights in the sky, and somebody videotaped some lights that they seen something that landed on the ground, and a lot of people had seen lights in the sky around here. Yeah, like I said, not a crazy explore. Still interesting though. Yeah, I hope you guys like this little one, and if you enjoyed it, like I said, I'll maybe try to link my bunker video to this, just so you guys can, you know, if you're interested in Cold War. I actually got a couple of places I've explored that were involved in the Cold War, so I'll put the links on there to those videos, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hope you enjoyed.